What's up, guys and gals? How are you doing tonight? I hope you're all staying nice and warm and comfy in this cold weather. I've got a few updates. I'm not going to BS too much. I want to be nice and to the point. We're going to get right into it here pretty soon. I just want to give you an update on the whole UFO situation. Everyone seems to be freaking out about it, losing their minds, thinking it's some UFO from another planet or something crazy. And I just wanted to give some clarity, some updated information that we've been seeing, and hope that I can help out, clear the murky water for some of you guys. So first things first, how it all started. I know it wasn't that long ago, right around January 28th, we had a big, wonderful, beautiful incident with the Chinese spy balloon. Now, as you can see here, what we know about the object shot down over US and Canada, talking about recovering key sensors from the downed Chinese spy balloon, kind of obvious from both parties, Chinese and American perspective, that this was what could be considered a spy balloon. I have a different theory as to kind of what they're screwing around and doing. There are more efficient ways to spy. They have satellites that they can use in space to spy. There are better ways to do this. I honestly think they're just testing out our radar capabilities, defensive capabilities, trying to find out what we can and cannot detect, how quickly we can detect it, things like that. Moving forward, pretty soon after that, we started seeing some other sightings all around the same time throughout North America and some of South America. As you can see here, we've got the original approximate path of the Chinese balloon. February 2nd, we were seeing them over Canada. We also saw some reported over Costa Rica. February 4th, the Colombian military reported a possible balloon sighting. And then, of course, we saw some, according to the Pentagon, over Guam, Hawaii, Texas, and Florida over the past week. Soon after that, there came out a report, this is as of February 11th, came out a report that the U.S. shot down a unidentified cylindrical object over Canada. Now, a lot of people were freaking out, saying, "Oh my God, that sounds like a crazy UFO." People were, faking footage all over TikTok and Instagram and Facebook and posting it. People freaking out and just believing anything they see on the internet. Usually not a great thing to do. February 11th, they ended up shooting it down and described it as a unidentified cylindrical object, which obviously freaked out a lot of people. So soon after that, we saw another report of a UFO over a lake. I believe it was Lake Huron out in northern Michigan, if I remember correctly. The UFO was described as having eight sides and being the shape of an octagon. Octagon. Am I having a stroke right now? It's an 8-sided structure with strings hanging off, is how they put it, with no discernible payload. Not quite like what we've been seeing before, where they were strapping massive satellites and solar panels to, but here they're saying no discernible payload. A lot of people are wondering, why are we seeing all of these UFO sightings all of a sudden? NORAD, which is our radar defense system for North America, has, since the original Chinese balloon issue, expanded their filter of what objects they do and don't filter out when it comes to sending out a signal and receiving back, hey, we're getting a ping from this location. That's how radar works, kind of. What we've done is we made it more sensitive. So when we detect smaller objects that are at a lower distance than they normally would, or a lower altitude than they normally would be, we now get pinged for it. And so what that turns into is the US responding to every little thing, every little report that we get. And of course, we're seeing far more than we would have seen before, because the filters before were much thinner, weren't filtering out much as far as spycraft and balloons. We were more looking for satellite and plane intrusion and things like that. weren't really looking for small, 3-foot diameter balloons. That's the reason for the massive uptick in UFO sightings. This has nothing to do with aliens coming back and coming to Earth and taking over and any of that weird stuff. That's all, sorry, it's just clickbait. News companies want you to click onto their titles so that you'll read their report or watch their little video and they'll get ad revenue from it. It's all a lie. It's just to get your attention. Don't fall for it. Last but not least, we have the White House release stating that there is no evidence of alien or extraterrestrial activity in the shot down objects. This is basically the White House coming out saying, hey guys, you're all freaking out. I know this is the big deal right now, but this isn't actually what's going on. I believe there have even been more recent reports in the last couple of hours where they've released saying, hey, these are more akin to balloons than they would ever be extraterrestrial objects. That's all I have as an update. If you guys kind of throw me a sub, I'd appreciate it. I'm going to keep doing updated information about this. I might do it maybe once or twice a week. I didn't want to do all of this too early and give you information that was so basic and boring and didn't really mean anything. I know even the information now I'm giving is kind of basic, but the US government doesn't just come out and spill all the beans, because you don't want China knowing what you do and don't know, right? You don't want your enemies or your adversaries to know what you do and don't know. So you don't just go out and just blab on national television everything you do know. That's all I've got for you guys. Hope you have a great night. Hope you stay nice and warm, nice and cozy, and I'll see you guys soon.